Sagittarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late November 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Saggies. We're moving into Sagittarius season. I hope you're all doing great. Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. What's happening with my Saggies as we're moving right on into their season, which is always a beautiful time of year, if you ask me. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Well, let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Saggy, guides, and spirit team. And while we get the card out, I just want to wish you all a very happy birthday, especially if you're in the very early stages of Saggy. At the time of this filming, we're still in Scorpio season. So if you're a cusper, if you're early in Saggy, happy birthday to you, okay? I'll be wishing it to you all season long, but here we go. We have High Priestess energy showing up here, which could be very good. There's a lot of mystery with this card as well, very spiritually in tune. But High Priestess energy can be a little complex, and there's a hidden energy to it as well. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So, you see this older divine feminine figure. This isn't quite like the High Priestess in the tarot deck. Of course, this is an oracle deck, but all the things that emanate off this card are very similar to me. Notice she is in front of a crystal ball. Okay, there's a key within it. There's a lockbox next to her. So this does imply like esoteric or hidden knowledge, hidden things, obscured things. So there is some mystery. So for a lot of Saggies, there might be certain surprises or unexpected things popping up in this reading. That's a big possibility. But whenever I see High Priestess energy, if you're not linked to a water sign, it can tell me that, one, you either need to trust your gut or intuition about something, or Spirit is telling you that you might be very sensitive in this time, more sensitive than you normally are if you have those gifts. So make sure you're keeping yourself energetically protected in this time. You might be feeling the energy of other people. You might even be feeling it from places when this card shows up. So I just feel a big energetic sensitivity. We're going to put her down right there. Like I said, it could be simple. It could just be like a little mystery. Let's get into tarot though. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's see what's happening for Saggy here. Let's shuffle it up. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. We were looking pretty good, my friends. It was titled Exciting News Incoming. So for some Saggies, maybe some good things were coming in, or you're getting good news or messages or things you want to hear. And that energy could still bleed over into this week. Always keep that in mind. But it felt good. It was like there was a nice turn of energy. So for a lot of you, your birthday season could be real nice. Let's get it going here. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this reading how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to, right? Let's get it going. What's up with Saggy? Thank you. 10 of Pentacles. So here's more of that good energy. It could be family focused, home focused type of energy. I love it. Love starting off like this. Let's get a couple more. Don't want to jump the shark just yet, but when we start with one of those cards, it's a good sign. Because even if we do have challenges, there's that good solid energy. We have a card that could represent you. Beautiful. We have Temperance. Okay, you might be waiting on something. That's another common theme I've been seeing with fire signs this week. A lot of fire signs could be waiting on something or holding back, being patient. Let's get another card out here for Saggy. Thank you. 2 of Wands, waiting. Okay, so this could be 2 people waiting, 1 person waiting. Okay, there could be planning and strategy happening here with that 2 of Wands. You got an interesting one here this week, Sagittarius. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, there's a lot of fire here, okay, with Temperance, Archangel Michael, the 2 of Wands. This is all fire element, which is really nice. This card is your card. It's your power card. And then we have this beautiful completion. So when we look at the elements, yeah, there's a lot of passion and drive and burn. Another thing I will say, Pentacles and Wands to me could be a big outer focus. So for a lot of Saggies in this time, whether you need to be focusing on the outside or spirit wants you to, we'll just have to see what's up. But fire could be very good, but it could be a challenge. Let's go through one by one. Position number 1, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, all 10s in tarot could represent the end of the road or an ending of some sort. This one is generally like a happy ending or something that turns out well. When I see the 10 of Pentacles, it could be everything, right? It could be everything that most people want in their lives. Money abundance, beautiful family and people around you. It's super, super stable. So for some of you, this could be some good stability coming in. Watch for the influxes in the money and the cash and the cheddar and cheese. This could be a big focus on the work, but I love the 10 of Pentacles. It could be a little celebratory. Now, if we're looking at it simplistically, maybe you're focused on the home in one way or another, where you want to move, or maybe you're upgrading your house, or it could be anything like that. Or we could be seeing a family member. But regardless, when the 10 of Pentacles is here, it's everything. So that could be some sort of big win or victory, okay? I always have to say it. And we'll see how it plays out as we go throughout the rest of the reading. There's, of course, much more for us to have a look at. And moving to the center, we have Temperance. Like I said, this is one of your power cards. And when I see the Archangel Michael first and foremost, this has extra significance in a Sagittarius read. One, it could just represent angelic protection, protection from your guide, spirit team, helping to guide you and move you through this journey of life. It's very nice and defensive. But classically, when we see Temperance, we think of somebody waiting, stopping, pausing, being very patient. So there could be certain things in life that are testing your patience, or maybe you're trying to be patient or waiting or holding out for something, whatever that might be to you. Temperance isn't necessarily a tough or a bad card when I see it. Yes, it could sometimes be delays or something that feels like it's taken forever, but generally it's super positive. In my simplistic style of reading though, in a Saggy reading, when we clarify it, it could tell us something that's coming towards you or a way you might be feeling, since this is one of your power cards. And for some of you, maybe you're really stepping into your power in one way or another, okay? Realizing how beautiful and valuable of an individual you really are. Now, moving to the back end, we have the 2 of Wands. Looks like that person's waiting around a little bit too. So either there's a lot of waiting or standing around happening here. The 2 of Wands, as with all 2s, could represent somebody that feels like they're at a crossroads in life. Make or break. Do I go left? Do I go right? What do I choose? So you could be deciding or choosing a path, but there's that waiting type of energy. So whether it's 2 people mirroring each other, whether this is you holding out on something specific, playing hardball, I don't think the 2 of Wands is bad, but there's also strategy here. So I always have to mention it when this card shows up. Whether Spirit wants you to plan something out, maybe someone you're connected to is like planning something. The clarifier will tell us what, but there could be plans and strategy afoot when this card is here. Also, it's fire. So the thing with fire cards, even if they're not moving like these 2, even if they're fire cards at rest, there's a lot of passion, but at any moment, these energies could shift. At any moment, these energies could blast off. So yeah, Saggy, I want to dive deeper. So let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's see what's happening with my Saggies, please, my guides. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's jump in on that 10 of Pentacles. We're looking good so far. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you have any messages you want to give to Saggy, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, let's see what's happening. Another thing I'll say before we even pull this card, Saggy, like all of these cards are kind of like paused. So, I mean, that's not Saggy energy. I know a lot of the Saggies I know, they want to go, on the move most of the time. So all these energies are paused. Let's see what's happening. Because like I said, that could all change. Let's go in on that 10 of Pentacles. Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, so very similar to the energy we saw last week. For a lot of you, this could be a really great time for money. This could be a really great time for work. This could be a really great time for conversing, having important conversations, which I saw in the Aries reading as well. So if you're connected to an Aries or having issues with an Aries, this is Spirit saying like, hey, you might want to have that chat with them. That's just the vibe I'm picking up. Now, Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. falls perfectly in line with this Ten of Pentacles here. So this is kind of like the mirror energy we had last week. Remember, I said last week's reading was exciting news incoming. With the Page of Pentacles under the Ten of Pentacles, it's once again reiterating that and saying, hey, if it didn't come last week, it could be coming this week, Saggy. Like, this is really fruitful messages, negotiations. So whether you're receiving good news or these are just really good talks that you need to have or should have, and there could be some importance to them. Okay, so if that hits, you know who you need to talk to or you should be talking to. But I just love this energy. To me, it feels like a lot of Saggies are going to be receiving really good news or exciting news or big news in one way or another, which has been a theme with the fire signs. There's always been this little link this week to communication. So we're just going to leave that there. I really don't want to overcomplicate it. For some of you, this could just represent a child in your life, okay, playing a role of prominence as well. If we really want to dig in, like, deep into the meanings, like, yeah, the Page with the Ten of Pentacles, it could represent a child in your family or extended family showing up heavily in the energy as well. But this is good monetarily, okay? Big monetary energy here in the front. So wouldn't be surprised if you see an uptick in your money situation. Let's keep moving. Let's see why Temperance is here for Saggy. I mean, I really want to get over to this possible strategy too on the back end. So we'll see what's up with that. What's happening? Temperance. Okay, thank you. Eight of Pentacles. What do you have up your sleeve? It's like you have something up your sleeve. Intuitively, that's what this is telling me. We have the Eight of Pentacles underneath this Temperance card. It's like, okay, on the outside, someone is looking like they're not doing much. From the outside looking in, it's like they might not even look like they're moving or doing anything. But underneath the surface, like something, they might be planning something big here. Okay, so whether that's you, now I will say this, for some of you, you might be working extra hard towards something in this time. That could be a big message here. You might be really, I don't want to say consumed with work, but really focusing on money things, work things, material things, like, listen, I need to get my money right. So whether you're working and saving, like working overtime, or just looking for a new job situation, when it links up with Temperance, that's what I see. But the intuitive vibe, we're going to pull back away from the classical meaning we have here in the center. To me, it feels like somebody has something up their sleeve, and it doesn't necessarily feel bad. I'm not seeing warning cards here. It's not like we're seeing swords and we're seeing all sorts of scary things like the Ten of Swords and the Tower. It's like somebody has something up their sleeve. So even if it feels or seems like somebody's not doing much or making much effort, I wouldn't trust that, because it could change in a very big way. Someone has something up their sleeve. So let's keep moving over to the Two of Wands. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Remember, these are all coming out in the upright. All of these cards lean positive, but someone has something up their sleeve. That's for sure, whether you or someone else. So let's see why that Two of Wands is here. Maybe it'll give us a little answer what these plans are. What's happening with that Two of Wands? Thank you. Oh, yeah. We have the Six of Pentacles, tons of Pentacles here, Sagittarius. So once again, as we move into your season, the monetary, the work, it's all here. Someone wants to surprise you in a big way, because the Six of Pentacles, and I always see it in people's birthday seasons, and since we're moving into Saggy season, it would make sense that I see the biggest card of gift giving showing up here. The Six of Pentacles can represent equality. It could represent balance. It could represent equal give and take if you're looking at it in a relationship framework. But to me, this card is just giving of one's energy. And when I see it under the Two of Wands, it's like someone is planning on making a move here. Okay, someone is planning on taking action or changing things. That's a big thing I'm picking up. But once again, someone with possibly something up their sleeve. Now the Two of Wands with the Six of Pentacles, there could be someone that wants to give you a surprise or surprise you in a positive way. This doesn't feel like a bad surprise. I would claim these energies, Saggy, because if you look at the spread, like, you're surrounded by pentacles and abundance. This is claimable energy, my friend. So like, manifest it, bring it forth. If there is somebody with something up their sleeve, it doesn't feel malicious. Now that's up to you if you even care or not, right? This might be a person that you really don't want to deal with for whatever reason, but someone has something up their sleeve. I can't let go of that, and it could be very good. There might be someone that wants to make a big show during your birthday season, right? So don't say I didn't tell you, right? Like, if someone pops up out of the woodwork, or you get like a nice big surprise within Saggy season, Okay, and I feel like I saw something like this for you like a month or so ago, like there could be some sort of big surprise or gift. But we'll see how it all plays out. But let's go through and do a quick little recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. Saggy, if you look down here at this spread, almost all of it is pentacles, surrounding a little bit of fire. So there is a big focus on the outer world, whether it's what you're putting your energy towards. Just so much money like coming at you like a magnet. So this is good. Whether you're hyper focused on work or whether that's just pouring into you, like all this abundance is coming your way. Position number 1, we have the 10 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles in the upright. Beautiful. The exciting news that we saw last week could still bleed over into this week. Whether this is an important talk or a fruitful one or one that you need to have, it's showing up here, but I'm still getting this really good news. Moving to the center, we have Temperance with the 8 of Pentacles. And like I've been saying, someone has something up their sleeve where it looks like they might not be doing much, but in reality they are. Underneath the surface, there's a lot of things at work and at play. You might just be hyper-focused on work and money as well. On the back end, we have the 2 of Wands with the 6 of Pentacles in the upright. Someone wants to make some sort of big show. So this could be like a big surprise or a surprising gift. That could absolutely be it. But yeah, there, once again, we have 2 alignments of somebody with something up their sleeve. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone makes like a big show, like in Saggy season, right? I just have to put it like that. And I would say this is all claimable energy, my friends. So please take a screenshot. Let's get you a shadow card now. See what's happening. Maybe we'll get a little more detail when we go into the shadows for you, Saggy. Oh my God, so what do we have in the shadows for Sagittarius? Please. And yes, I always like to pull a shadow card at the very end, just one. It's a little cherry on top, just to see whether it's something within you, maybe it's something you don't quite see. It doesn't always have to be a challenge. So let's see what's in the shadows for you, Saggy. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. It is a beautiful way to support the mission and this channel, and I appreciate everyone that does. No pressure, though, right? There's a lot of different tiers in there. Let's get it going. What do we have for Saggy? What's happening? Oh, no? All right, there we go. Thank you. Yeah. Expecting unexpected, we have the moon in the shadows, okay? So what, and I want to say this as well, big Piscean energy. In the very beginning, we did have this high priestess figure. Now we have another card that links to Pisces and water signs. It's all over the place here. But with the moon, it's like the sandwich of the spread. It's like, all right, possible unexpected or hidden things, even more unexpected or hidden things in the shadows, and somebody with something up their sleeves. It's like Spirit's telling you to get ready for something here, Sagittarius. Now the moon, yes, it could be intuitive and psychic and all the stuff we were speaking about with the high priestess. This isn't a bad card, but it is, once again, something that's being hidden. So maybe some of you are purposely hiding something in this time, or you're purposely suppressing something, or you're not showing your cards in whatever way. That's possible. But I feel like I just need to say, with all that we've been seeing within the reading and the moon shows up in the shadows, it's once again Spirit saying, like, Sag, get ready. Like, you're going to have an interesting season coming up here. There's a lot of surprise. There's a lot of unexpected energy, and it doesn't necessarily feel too bad. Once again, there's a big energetic sensitivity in the air for Saggy as well. So please make sure you're protecting yourself energetically, cleansing, all that stuff. It's very important here, Saggy. So my friends, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The November subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the October subscriber surprise, the winners will be in the community tab after this week's fire and air readings. But for November, we're bringing back winner's choice. 2 lucky subscribers will get to pick a deck of their choosing up to $40 US. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the zodiac signs, which one do you think is the most fun? Which one do you have the most fun with? And yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of November, I'll pick the winners at random as usual. My friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.